change your reality, you must first change your perception. The way you perceive things. Very easy formula to conceive, yet very challenging to adopt. But therein lies the key. Your reality is directly linked to the way you perceive things. Most of you do not write any of these things down in terms of how you perceive things. You don't track this. You don't have it in front of you. So it's easy to go unnoticed. But your perception is your reality. For example, look at the way that you perceive the end of the year. These celebrations that are upcoming. Look at the way that you have perceived those things for most of your life, those of you that indulge in those things. You perceive those as important, especially in the way that they are done. They must be done like that in order for you to enjoy it. Well, what if you were to change the way you perceive those celebrations? What if they were done differently? What if they were done at a different time? Very challenging, because it's not done throughout the year. Usually people wait until the end of the year in order to engage in these activities. That's why there's so much of an investment into doing these things. Now, if it was done 5 times out of the year or 4 times out of the year instead of the end of the year, then you would have a different feeling about this particular period. We are in the time of reinvention. There's a lot of things around you that are shifting into a new paradigm. The time of reinvention is here right now. So if there was ever a time for you to change the way you perceive a lot of the things that you've done up to this point, now would be the time. Let's take away the celebrations. Push the celebrations to the side. Okay? Everything that you know about the end of the year, put it to the side for a moment for the sake of this episode. What if you perceived this time as the beginning of the year rather than the end? How would you respond? Would you respond the same way that you do when January gets here, where you are trying to engage in activities of improvement, high quality, goals? You have these things called resolutions, which end up dying off by March. How would you view the end of the year if you were to simply change the way you perceive it as it pertains to action, the doing of things? Would you move differently? The end of the year is your beginning. You are creating a new momentum, a momentum that you've never done around this time. Ideas that you've never looked at. You are engaging in activity that you've never done. What if you did it now as opposed to after January 1st? This is the changing of perception. Your energy would change. What you do would change. How people respond to you, how you react, all of it would change. And this would happen at the snap of a finger. Because once you make the conscious decision to no longer do something, or the conscious decision to actually do something, the change begins. If you were to track this, much like you do in your workout journals, you would begin to see this. It would be right in front of you because it's written. Becoming more aware. Perhaps that can be an end of the year activity. This can be done within your celebrations. This can be done within your groups. Whatever it is that you choose to do, new awareness can be the theme of your celebration. And that changes how you celebrate it. It changes what needs to be done. Because is it really that important to exchange gifts? Well, for some of you, you may be thinking no, simply because of price spikes. Some of you are functioning as you already have been for the last 30 years, 40 years, and that's fine. But again, reinvention is the sign of the times right now, regardless of what side you're on. Momentum, creating new momentum and sticking to it so that by the time you get to January, you've already begun. You are already engaging your newness. It's no longer about New Year's resolutions. It's just about solutions. Solution-based activity. Solution-based activity within the theme of momentum creation. Your end is your beginning. Your end is your beginning. The celebrations can still have power, strength, love, and all of the things that you've experienced before. It will just be packaged differently. Let's try this. We are going to engage in 3 rounds of breathing, but I'm going to do this slightly different than the other episodes, okay? Some of you have already been doing these drills, but this one will take on a different form, okay? 3 rounds of breathing. I'm going to count, but I'm also going to do something extra, okay? You can have your eyes closed or you can have them open. It is totally up to you, but get into a very comfortable position. We are going to do 3 rounds of breathing. Each round will be 30 seconds. Now, for round 1, the theme that I want you to focus on is belief in self. Belief in self. That is the theme of round 1. 30 seconds, breathe deep. Ready and go. All right, come on back. Come on back. Okay, round 2. All right. Remember, breathe deeper this time. As the drills have been done previously, your breaths will get deeper as we go. So breathe deeper this time. The theme that you are going to focus on is a change in perception. Changing perception. You can even repeat that in your mind as you breathe. Okay? 30 seconds. Ready and go. All right, come on back. Come on back, relax. Round 3. The theme that you are going to focus on, and this will be the deeper breaths, even deeper than you have in the previous 2 rounds, okay? The theme that you will focus on is creating new momentum right now. Creating new momentum right now is the theme. Focus on that as you breathe. 30 seconds, ready and go. All right, come on back. How do you feel? How do you feel? These ideas that you have focused on, these themes, will come to pass as you move forward. You will engage these things as you move forward. You are more powerful than you can possibly imagine, and you were blessed with the gift upon birth. So move forward. Try this for the remainder of the week, okay? For the remainder of the week, focus on these themes. Allow for this to become your narrative going forward. And believe me, you will find the strength within.